Hey everybody, welcome to Rebootleggers. This is a comedy podcast where we create illegal, underground, underperforming reboots.
I hope not.
I hope not too, but that's just the way that my tongue rolled.
It's a risky business.
I'm Scott Owen.
I'm Frank Serra.
Could you just hear my neck cracks?
I couldn't. Maybe it'll come through in the recording for our listeners.
It looks like the recording waveform got a couple pips when I did it, so that's exciting.
Let me get you some.
That was your hands clapping. That was clearly your hands clapping.
No, I was cracking my knuckles.
Really? Those are your knuckles?
Yeah, I have pretty loud knuckle cracks. I don't like to brag, but
your knuckle cracks sound like flesh-on-flesh actions, slappings.
In a way, they are because I need. Well, I just cracked them, so I can't do it again. But
did we say our names yet?
Yes.
Okay, I genuinely could
Thank you
not
for
remember.
listening to Preparing for a Kung Fu Fight ASMR.
Oh, dang. What other prep sounds are there besides knuckle cracks? That's good. What else? Now, was that the prep or the actual fight?
I think that was the Kung Fu. I'm sorry. I accidentally transitioned into part 2 of our series of Kung Fu ASMR. Part 2 is the actual exchange.
I would have been very curious what kind of prep sound that would have been. Just like a quick dump. So this week hang on. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, take a second. I was waiting for like the smooth intro.
I'm just taking a second.
Yeah. I love books, Scott. Do you like books?
I do love books. You know who else loves books? Dogs.
Dogs love books.
Well, dog loves books. Dog loves books.
Dog loves books.
And we're not talking about Dog the Bounty Hunter. We're talking Dog the Wishbone.
The PBS show Wishbone.
And it is a dog who reads, and every episode...
Smartest dog I've ever known.
He's owned by a small boy who I remember thinking was much older when I watched this show as a kid, and then I watched it as an adult, and I was like, oh, this boy is very small. The boy's name is Joe. He owns the dog Wishbone. Joe and his friends often have troubles in their life, and Wishbone always has a story from classic literature that fits perfectly as an analogy because he's a very well-read dog.
Smart dog.
Let me just give. There's
smart dog.
They have cyber criminals.
His owner is also not smart, and that's funny because usually when there's a man and a dog, the man is the smart one. But in Wishbone, the boy isn't very smart.
He learns a lot of lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
And it's confusing that the dog teaches them, but also can't talk in the real world, but can talk in the
narration world. Yeah, and in the book world.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that's awesome. On the list of Wishbone episodes, the table has a column for when the episode, what VHS/DVD it was released on, and 99% of them just say YouTube. Like pretending like they
don't bother. It's on YouTube.
Pretending like they got a YouTube release when it's actually.
So anyone who wants to fact check us can hate YouTube.
Yeah, hit up
and
that
prove
YouTube.
Us probably wrong.
Most of them look like they're published by 90s Project, who do add the disclaimer, "We do not own this," meaning it's 100% okay.
And that's a perfectly legal defense. When you get arrested, you can just say, whoa, not the property of me.
Yeah.
I'm just borrowing it.
Everyone knows that as long as you loudly declare that you don't own the thing that you're stealing, you're 100% legally protected. That's how most gem heists work.
You're walking out of Walmart, and you've just got armfuls of footballs.
And TVs.
And they say those aren't yours, and you say, I'm just borrowing them.
Well, no.
They legally have to let you go.
No, that's actually the crime because you're doing a lie. You have to declare I don't own this without anyone asking you first. If anyone says this is the updated law. It's called Jerry's Law.
Yeah. You have to go find the Walmart security guard and hold the football, and you say, this is the property.
That's what's weird. You don't even have to find a person. You just gotta shout it into the ether. You just have to shout it before anybody confronts you about it.
Oh, so it's like a speed, like you run down the aisle at Walmart and you grab it off the shelf and you go, "This doesn't belong to me. This is a part of Major League Football."
Yep, exactly. That's like how most gem heists are, just a bunch of competing jewel thieves trying to have the fastest hands to see who can get hands on it and shout it first.
Okay, and then they legally have to let you go.
They legally have to let you go. Their hands are tied because you.
And that's kind of the foundation of the show.
Yeah, Wishbone does not own this.
Wishbone doesn't own it.
Wishbone doesn't own it. Wishbone's...
And the books don't own the boy either.
No. Wishbone's owner family also has a surprisingly robust library featuring such books as Faust, Romeo and Juliet. Everybody's got Romeo and Juliet. The Odyssey, Cyrano de Bergerac, Ivanhoe. Like, you remember Ivanhoe?
I don't.
I don't either. I just recognize the name. They got Frankenstein. They got Jekyll and Hyde. The Purloined Letter. Like, he goes big, and then he also goes less big.
He also goes small, and that's what I respect about him.
Yeah.
So, the books. This is what is kind of confusing to me, is that the show itself exchanges between the literature world of the actual story and then like the analog that's happening with Joe, the 12-year-old boy.
Joe the boy.
Like, which one is the real one and which one's the dream?
Was it?
So like the smart dog is behaving as the main character. And he knows in the real world, like he's smart, but he can't get anyone to believe him. So like,
because nobody can hear him.
But so how does he teach the boy when he can't actually communicate to him? I've only seen like the one episode.
A lot of it is him just kind of like rolling things into Joe's view so that Joe sees
like,
the thing.
Oh, you stupid child, get the hint.
Yeah, and it's mostly just waiting for Joe to see the thing that Wishbone's trying to get him to look at. Here's a story. Nathaniel Bobaleski, who is allergic to almost everything, including dogs, spends the night at Joe's house. Wishbone thinks Nathaniel might not be as frail as he thinks and tries to prove it. So I think Wishbone might do a murder in that episode.
I think that is legally assault.
I'm pretty sure Wishbone kills a kid.
So Wishbone kills a kid, and they censor that episode.
I think the episode title
is
Wishbone
only
kills
available
a kid.
on YouTube. Yeah.
I will watch that episode later. But so yeah, there's some confusion around whether or not, like, maybe they're both real and both the dream. These two worlds. Maybe neither of them is imagination, but it's like dimension hopping.
Oh, maybe
he's hopping worlds.
Okay.
Or maybe he can just literally go into some books like Gumby. You know,
maybe
Gumby?
The books make him smarter.
Oh, so that so that humans can hear him speak?
I don't know. Yeah, let's I think we should probably go to the first segment.
Yeah, let's hit our first segment called Love It or Leave It.
Love me or leave me or let me be lonely.
And this is where we talk about what we keep and what we get rid of, what we like and don't like. Hit me with that. What do you love?
Okay. I like dog.
I like dog a lot. I like dog. I like dog. I like dumb boy.
I like book.
I like book too. I
like book.
I said I like dumb boy. I don't know that I like dumb boy.
I like... if you had to choose one to get rid of, would it be dumb or boy?
Boy.
Like, it would be boy, yeah. I think I agree with that. I think I kind of have this vision of Wishbone as like a wandering minstrel who helps those in need.
Oh, so he goes and visits all dumbs.
Yeah, and he's not tied to the dumb boy Joe who never learns the lesson. He's just there when they need him.
He's just that he's like
Santa Claus or like Dumbo kind of.
Yeah. Or Clint Eastwood.
Or Clint Eastwood, yeah. That's more accurate.
The man with
he has this wandering... We can probably update it, too. I think... So the original show, being a PBS show, is public domain material.
I don't think that's what...
I think we can...
That's not what... That's not how... What?
All the books that they use are in the public domain. They're not
Oh!
owned
I
by
thought you meant
companies.
because the show is PBS. The show is now public domain because everything on PBS
No.
is
All the books in the show are public domain, and I think
one
we
of them's
can
the
get
Bible.
licensed. Yeah. I think we can get licensed for our retake. Here. I want to get some. I want to see Wishbone help some kid out with the Harry Potter books.
So does he? So he's still helping kids, and he's still kind of just doing like. This reminds me of this story of when Harry got his wand up the ogre nose. And
yeah,
but he's actually. Is he?
Then in the flashback, he's Harry.
Does he take the boy with him into Harry?
Oh hell yes, dude! This is now an immersive experience that heavily uses CGI.
So Wishbone is a magic dog who can take the dumbs into.
Here's the trick. Here's what we're gonna. I think I got it.
Should we get into our second segment already? Is there anything else we want to leave? Because we're just
this is a pretty basic setup. We can move on.
Yeah, we've now fully entered our second segment called When and Where. Which is where we establish setting and genre. Gotta say it like a fancy boy.
Genre. So
you got a little phlegm at the end there.
Here's what I want to do, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Wishbone, from now on, Wishbone only happens to choose books that we've already made movies for, because we will be digitally inserting Wishbone and the dumb child that he's helping into these movies, saving tons of money.
Into our reboots.
Well, no, just into any movie that we can get the license for.
How does
like the Harry Potter movies.
But how does that save us? Oh, I see. So
because we just get to use it. Like so Power Rangers, we just get to reuse that other footage.
When you say movies that we've already done, you mean that movies that we as a species have already created.
Society.
Not we as in this private LLC, the Rebootleggers.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Any movie that we can get our hands on, we can digitally insert a dog and a dumb child and just kick it off to the races.
Dog and a dumb child. Okay, so So it's kind of like those TV episodes where they show a flashback and reveal that like this guy was there the whole time and he's just like standing in the background talking at the characters who are ignoring him. Oh
yeah, and they're like it doesn't quite line up 100%, but guess what? They just saved $1 million.
They just saved like $1 million.
We're gonna basically shoot this for free. All we're gonna need is a good half hour of a dog and a stupid child in front of some green screen.
And that's a good half hour.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the magic dog Wishbone, how does he just wanders from town to town and looking for dumbs?
Maybe he can hear the pleas of children.
Or is he ever like intentionally coming to children, or is he just like everywhere he goes there's someone who needs his help, but it's never like
Okay, maybe we give him a grander mission. Okay, so when a child needs help from a storybook, they open a portal to the story world, and maybe there's someone that wants to use those maliciously.
What if Wishbone is...
So Wishbone needs to help the child and then close the portal.
What if every time a child wishes something, some evil force appears to try and take that wish force. That despair, I guess? Like, what do we call this?
Maybe we call it like...
What if Wishbone is... What if after he helps... What if after he helps 99 children, he gets to go to heaven?
Okay, the 100 Deeds.
The 100 Deeds.
The first child he helps is named Eddie, and that's the reference, and then we're good.
Is that a reference? Is 100 Deeds a thing?
The 100 Deeds, Freddie McDowell. That was a DCOM show. That was a Disney Channel. Was that Disney Channel? That wasn't Disney
100
Channel.
Deeds for Eddie McDowd was, in fact, a Nickelodeon.
A Nickelodeon show.
Oh, featuring the Seth Green. It was a show? Dang.
show.
So he had to
yeah,
do
it was a
100.
Nickelodeon show.
What happened to Eddie
He only
McDowd?
made 40 episodes.
What happened to? Oh, so he only got 40 of them done, huh?
Yeah, they canceled that apparently. Okay. Anyway.
Bully must perform good deeds.
Yeah, so Eddie McDowd is a bully. And
he gets turned into a dog.
Yeah, and as a dog, he has to do 100 good deeds before he can turn back into a human.
Does his
And he
family
becomes
not
like
miss
a family
him?
pet. I think he becomes the family pet of a kid he was bullying. I forget.
What about his regular family? Like, they're not wondering where my missing son went?
So maybe did Wishbone catch the curse, or does he have pure motives?
Maybe Wishbone. How about this? Wishbone has pure motives, and he took the curse in helping somebody else. Like, he did something that was for the good of mankind and suffered the wrath of God. He incurred God's ire in a self-sacrificial way. And so maybe he's kind of like the thief with a heart of gold type. You know, he's like...
So he's got like a rich lore that's going to unfold.
He's going to have a rich lore. We're going to learn the nature of his curse. Maybe, what do you think about this? We go movie with it instead of series. And the movie is his... So, like, maybe the movie covers his 99th and 100 deeds. Like, the 99th one just gets done at the very beginning as kind of an
in the
intro.
flashback is like he does a good deed, and then he thinks to himself in a voiceover, number 99, and the audience is like, what?
Yeah.
Number 99 what?
Yeah, I think he saves someone.
But it looks like he kills a guy, but he's really like extinguishing like a story ghost.
Oh, yeah, so then you think he's got like 99 hit list or something.
Yeah. And then he's got like the pattern on his back of his fur is like a skull, and he's got like a leather jacket.
He's totally got a leather jacket, but then how can you see the pattern on the back of his fur if he's wearing a jacket?
It's just sleeves and a collar, but no back.
What you're describing is chaps for dogs.
Yeah, it's dog chaps, and that's gonna be a tie-in as well, a product tie-in for the film.
What if in this world the literary stories come into the real world and Wishbone can only defeat them with his knowledge of those stories by becoming the main character?
Yeah, so like it's just like Wild Example, whatever, right? Where like the villain in
Snape.
I literally can't think of any books, Scott. Oh my god.
What about Harry Potter?
In Harry Potter, you can only defeat the troll by jamming your wand up its nose, and so like guns and like it's immune to everything else except for how it was defeated in the story.
Mm-hmm.
So then Wishbone has to jam a wand up that schnoz, but he doesn't have thumbs, and so he's got to get a child.
He gets a dumb.
Only childs can see the story monsters because they have imaginations.
Maybe okay. Ultimate, the main villain is maybe someone who hates child literacy. And
sorry, 1 second. He wants children to not know how to read.
Correct. He hates that children read.
Okay, good. I was gonna yeah, okay.
He hates that children read, and so he picks a child, usually at random. Maybe there's reasons behind it.
Usually dumb.
Usually a dumb child, but it's a dumb child who likes to read. And when a dumb child is having a particularly, like, profound sitcom level dilemma, basically what he does is he takes that child's favorite book thing and brings it to life in order to scare the child from ever reading again.
He wants to use the books to say this is what books do and that's bad and stop.
Yeah, don't read this. That troll will kill you.
Yeah, and then he goes, don't you want to just watch the Netflix show instead?
Yes. Poignant.
Because he gives them all Netflix passwords.
Poignant.
Do you get it? Because it's like if it's in our like Netflix for us in our world.
It's poignant.
Yeah, maybe we have a voiceover say like, "Oh, Netflix, just like in our world," and how people can't stop watching it, and and like books are gone. Like we just have like a big voiceover in the beginning.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
So, what's this guy's name? His name is like Kevin Streaming.
Kevin Streaming.
Steve TV. Like Mike TV from Willy Wonka.
Stevie. Steve Notebooks.
Stevie
TV. Stevie. And so Wishbone is kind of like a wandering...
Like a Ronin.
A Ronin samurai. I am like the Ronin.
And he's got... Maybe, okay, he doesn't have, like, thumbs, so he doesn't have, like, gear with him, I guess.
He doesn't have thumbs, but we've seen in other episodes of Wishbone, he can, like, shoot a bow and arrow and stuff.
Yeah.
He can somehow do the things.
Oh, dude, he's got the most powerful weapon of all. A library card.
Oh, damn. Having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card.
Yeah. So he's always hot to trot in the local library.
Okay, so
and
now,
every local library has like a James Bond queue that he goes and visits.
Are you saying are you Frank Walter Sarah?
That's my name.
Telling me that all books are magical tomes from which the subject matter may be summoned?
I don't know if the books are magical, but Wishbone is.
Wishbone is magical, who can summon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if Wishbone can summon and the other guy can summon, how do they have the same power?
Oh, okay.
Is the other one also a dog?
Is he also a dog?
Is Stevie also an evil dog?
Was the very first thing he did read a copy of The Wolfman? The Wolfman is a movie, but you know what I mean, like a werewolf book.
He read a copy so that he could bring in.
He could change to human shape and use thumbs.
Oh, because reading, so they're able to turn themselves into the main character. That's right.
Yeah, so he read like a Wolfman novelization of the Michael J. Fox movie,
Teen Wolf.
Yeah, he read like a novelization of the Michael J. Fox movie, and then he was like, "I can now turn back into a man."
There's a book called The Wolfman. You can rest easy, my dude.
Whew, okay, so he reads The Wolfman and he goes, "That but backwards," and then he becomes a person.
It is from 2008, and hold up, it's about a guy who is dishonorably discharged after Vietnam.
God. Here's an important question, Scott, that I think we need to hash out way, way early in the beginning.
Yeah.
Does fan fiction count?
Did I ask that yet?
I don't think so. But
I literally had that phrase in my brain before I found this Wolfman book. Yes, we need to establish that. Does fan fiction count? Because if fan fiction counts, then Wishbone and Stevie could just write their own and then create it.
I think it can't. I think it needs to go through. Here we go.
Oh, go ahead. Tell me what you think.
Well, do you? Because you sounded like you had a better idea than me.
I have an idea that they can only... Fanfiction counts. Any written thing counts, but it only... Like, there has to be a certain number of people who have read it before it becomes a powerful enough thing that he can create.
Okay. Like, every person that reads it, like, gives it, like, spirit power.
Yeah. Also, the book The Wolfman is about a guy who just kills people on the full moon. He is not a wolfman.
Ah, well. So then Stevie reads the novelization of the movie Teen Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's that. And I think that's fun. We had Michael J. Fox in the movie, and he says something like,
"Oh no, there is a Stephen King book called Cycle of the Werewolf, which is a short horror novel."
You know, really any one of them will work.
There's so many books about werewolves.
I don't think Stevie respects literature as much.
How about the Wolfen?
I think he just Googles werewolf and then does the first one.
Yeah, that's fine.
He probably Googles werewolf book. We don't have to show him do that.
Werewolf book.
So then, why does he need the children? He needs the children's imagination power. He's helping these children still, right?
Wishbone?
Is it just because they're being threatened, or like, do they have the power to stop their own literature monster?
Is he no longer trying to get into heaven?
Is he? I guess he's still trying to get into heaven. There's no reason he wouldn't want to get into heaven. Because I hear it's pretty rad.
What if Wishbone and Stevie used to work together.
Oh, they used to be best friends.
They used to be best friends, and now they are mortal enemies. And
But why?
once one of them reaches 100
Level
points,
1000?
yeah, level 1000, then the other one loses.
The other one
Seems like it's got to be better than that.
How about they have a bet.
Mm-hmm.
They made a bet with an angel, and the first one of them the first, yeah.
Yeah. What if they were both gonna do like a heist of some sort of crime against God,
Mm-hmm.
and Stevie basically betrayed Wishbone so that Wishbone took the fall, was cursed by God, and Stevie gets ultimate power because he pulled off the heist by betraying Wishbone.
So now he can steal from movies and TV and everything, and not just books.
Oh, that's good. And Wishbone can only do books.
Wishbone can only do books. So he's like, I have the power of the whole internet at my disposal. YouTube video about flamethrowers, and then he puts fire out of his hands.
Yeah, and so they used to both
And
be
then Wishbone
criminals.
says, like, the Iliad, Poseidon's giant tidal wave, and blocks it.
Well, and then it's fun
They have
because
to yell their moves.
Yeah, of
Is
course.
this an anime?
Undecided.
I think we accidentally made it an anime, but
I
I'm willing
think
to
you
keep
accidentally
going.
made it an anime. I'm not sold.
I don't
there
know.
yet.
You're the one talking about stealing power from God, and that's pretty anime.
What here? Let me. So I think they both used to be criminals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now,
Crime animals. I love that.
oh damn! And now, so we can have Wishbone like. This makes his character much cooler because on the surface he's just motivated by revenge. Like he's just doing
Like
it to get
Han Solo.
Exactly, but it turns out he's actually like kind of a good dude. With his
Like Han Solo.
with his yeah, and they both wear chaps.
They definitely do, yeah.
Okay. What else do we need to flesh out for this world?
It's modern times, right? Yeah.
For sure. For
'Cause
sure modern.
There
time.
needs to be like YouTube.
There needs to be YouTube and a rich vein of literary history to pull from.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think that when you buy a movie ticket, you get like you get like a little pamphlet, and by a little pamphlet, I mean like a pocket-sized 100-page reference of all the literary references we're gonna make in this movie, and just brief summaries.
Yeah, so everybody knows this is why this guy does this. This is who this guy is.
Mm-hmm. Like Ivanhoe was this dude.
Yeah, exactly.
And like Odysseus is from this.
And the Iliad.
And like Harry Potter is a book series by J.K. Rowling.
And the Aeneid.
Mm-hmm. Like a short works cited, I think, is necessary.
All right, let's get into our next segment called Who Can It Be?
Who can it be now?
And this is our casting and characters. We've got Wishbone and Stevie. Who
They're kind of the primary.
They're just gonna be dogs.
They have dog and human forms.
They both have human forms.
Well, oh, that's a good point. Stevie has a human form that we need to cast, and then the two dog forms are their base.
Yeah. Now
Wishbone, I guess, needs a voiceover voice as well.
Right, as does yeah, and
As
I don't
does Stevie.
Well, Stevie could just be his human form actor.
Could just be the human.
Now,
voice.
I don't know anything about casting dogs.
Me neither. I just don't.
Do we want to keep Wishbone as a Jack Russell Terrier? Are they both the same kind? I think you gotta keep Wishbone as a Jack Russell.
I think it's too classic.
Is Stevie also a Jack Russell, or is he like a Chihuahua or like a Doberman?
That's the problem. Is like I don't want to typecast any specific breed of dog as one that I think is evil, because all dogs are like good boys.
They're all good boys. Maybe he's like a little basset hound who's got.
Maybe find out that
floppy ears.
Stevie is a cat.
Nah, man. Maybe.
Is that too much?
No, but then why were Stevie and Wishbone best friends? Cats and dogs
Why
aren't
are they
friends.
best friends? That makes no sense.
That makes no sense at all.
How about
Hmm.
Okay, Stevie is also a Jack Russell Terrier because
They're brothers.
They're brothers. Too much?
Maybe he's...
They both went to the same dog college.
Maybe he is a cat. Maybe I do like that.
Maybe he's a cat. Or maybe he's a, like...
Ferret.
Wolf?
Oh, a wolf. That'd be fun. Stevie
Like
has...
He's... Yeah.
Maybe-
Like there's a reason. Like, he's a predator.
Maybe he used
Like
to be
Ralph.
a Jack Russell Terrier, and now he's a wolf somehow.
Yeah, like, he became... He chose the wild path.
He took the power from God.
Yeah, he stole God's power. But this isn't this is an anime now.
Is that a thing that happens a lot in anime? Stealing the power of
Most
God?
animes involve acquiring the power of God, yeah.
Really?
I'm not joking. That's like a recurring thing.
Whoa. Okay.
Replacing God, consuming God's power, and becoming a new God. These are kind of general themes.
I see. Okay, so then he gonna what? Who else we gotta cast? Well, all of them.
So the VO for...
Well, and all we did was choose a dog breed. We need a VO.
We did was choose a dog.
We need evil Stevie man actor or woman man.
Probably a man.
And then we gotta cast the dumbs that appear in this movie.
Yeah, probably only 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. So, who are we looking at for Wishbone voice?
Man, that's tough.
Who's down to clown?
Who's down? Who has previously voiced animals in the past? Matt Damon is a good one.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
What voice did Matt Damon do?
He was in Spirit Stein of the Cimarron.
The horse movie.
The horse movie.
Was
yeah.
he the horse?
Genuinely don't remember. He might have been one of the humans in that movie. But he was in it. His name was attached.
Okay.
What about, like... Oh, Matthew Broderick? He could be...
Oh, he could be a good Wishbone voice.
He could be a good
I
Wishbone.
like that.
Because we need someone that has that brings that youthful quality, but is allowed to work the hours an adult works.
Yeah. What if his voice was deep like John Goodman?
Okay.
No?
What if it just was John Goodman?
I
That
just-
Roseanne reboot's canceled, so
He's looking for work. I do think
he's shopping around.
I do think that I like Matthew Broderick a lot, though. I just also like the idea of this very small dog having a very big man's voice.
Having a very deep, because like he thunderous power. Okay, it's Matthew. We'll have Matthew Broderick for most of the movie, but then when Wishbone ascends to power level 1000,
And enters the
becomes
Avatar
John
state.
Goodman.
Maybe it's like them.
He-
It's both of them layered over each other in kind of that cool way
Oh.
where you get multiple voices.
Hell yes, and John Goodman is the supplement.
John Goodman is the supplement. That's actually his nickname. That's what they call him.
Yeah,
John
the
the supplement. John the supplement Goodman.
Mm-hmm.
The supplement's a very good nickname. Okay.
It really is.
Okay. We need Stevie.
We need Stevie.
Idris Elba. Matthew McConaughey. John
Oh,
Hamm.
Matthew McConaughey could bring that kind of like slick dealman kind of greasy charm.
Oh, he's a greasy boy when he wants to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into this.
He brings that like southern biscuits and gravy kind of
Those southern biscuits.
snake charmer
God
quality.
damn, I'm gonna go eat a biscuit after this. We got some outside. I'm gonna eat them.
You keep him outside
Well, outside of this room. is what I
in the away place.
is what I meant to say. Yeah, let's go with old McConaughey.
Mhm.
And then who are the dumbs?
Who are the dumbs? We got Bobby, Susie, and Kevin, but everyone calls him Kevbo.
Bobby, Susie, and Kevbo, played by Jonas.
Can we do like
Yes.
Let's do like a kid and then like 2 different other kids.
What if we just cast? What if they're all Michael Cera in different wigs.
And like a wig. Okay. Here's the thing. I was thinking something along those lines of having someone capable of bringing the emotional range that we need, because everyone knows child actors are just not that good to work with.
Yeah. What if we got Tom Holland?
How about, okay, I want the, like, have you seen any recent adult pictures of Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah, it's harrowing.
Yeah, and I want him to bring that charm to Tommy, the first boy.
You know what harrowing means, right?
Yes.
And also, you said
Tommy is somebody that.
So now his name used
Stevie
to be
has been
now
feeding on for
Tommy's
years.
name used to be Bobby.
Yes. I don't follow. So we got Macaulay Culkin. Michael Cera in a wig, I think, works.
For Susie.
He's got that slender frame.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't like it, I'm open.
Yeah, okay.
And then let's just go ahead and get Dennis Quaid for Kevbo.
Okay. All right, an interesting group of dumbs, but let's roll with it.
And Dennis Quaid will be like walking on his knees the whole time, and we just want to address it.
Could we get like Helen Mirren for Kevbo? I'm just thinking maybe we get at least one woman in this picture.
Okay, yeah, it'll definitely be playing against type.
Yeah, it'll be.
I think she has the strength for it.
Yeah, it'll be the greatest acting challenge of her career, and if she pulls it off, that's at least 3 Oscars. If she doesn't,
yeah. So to be clear, this is animated anyway, right?
The whole thing.
I mean, I was assuming, is this not?
Well, why would Dennis Quaid be walking around on his knees the whole time if it was animated?
It's like method acting. Like, we put Michael Cera in the wig so that he feels like a woman.
If it's animated, then what, you're just going to insert animated people into the movies that we insert them into? So you've got CG people standing next to...
Supernatural Scooby-Doo thing.
So you're going to also animate... So you're going to have an animated Michael Cera in a wig next to real-life 11-year-old Daniel Radcliffe.
Yes, that was my plan.
Okay.
I mean, if that doesn't jive,
no,
we can
let's
talk.
do that. That's fine. Let's do that.
Because then we don't even need to buy the green screen.
We don't need to buy the green screen.
I was
that's
looking
where
up
all
green
the money
screens on
goes.
eBay.
That's where all the money goes. Yeah. Let's get into our final segment called What's Going On?
What's going on? What's going on?
And this is where we talk about the plot of this very good movie.
All right, so opening shot.
Dog in a hat.
There's a giant ogre rampaging through a city.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy, Macaulay Culkin, but like 12 years old, is running away from the ogre, and he doesn't have any wands in his hand.
So to be clear, we're going to do one of those things where it's all CG, but the CG looks exactly like the real actors, right?
Yes.
So it's going to look like 12-year-old Macaulay Culkin.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, continue.
And in fact, maybe we just kind of pay someone to like trace the Home Alone movie.
Rotoscope it. Now, you don't... I'm concerned that you don't understand how a lot of animation...
Well, no, they get the movie and they just trace him, and then we put the tracing in.
What do they trace him with, buddy?
Like markers. So he's running away, and he says something stupid like, Buzz, your girlfriend, and then everyone laughs, probably.
Because it's an ogre.
Because it's an ogre. And that'd be really funny. So then he runs past a Jack Russell Terrier who's like gnawing on like a bone.
And the Jack Russell Terrier says woof to finish the line.
He says woof to finish the line! Yes! So then he looks up from his bone and he goes, I'm just kidding, I'm not a dog. And I mean, I am. He goes, I'm just kidding, I don't care about the bone.
In Matthew Broderick's voice, I'm just kidding, I'm not a dog.
Because that would work really well, right? Hey, everybody, I'm just kidding, I'm not a normal dog.
Does Matthew Broderick narrate the whole thing like Wishbone the show?
Oh, yeah, big time.
So he'll be like...
And it's definitely like omniscient third person, right?
So as soon as the boy runs past the dog, it'll be kind of like, boy, I bet you're wondering how I got in this situation. Oh, no, that's not me. Yeah. This is me. And then...
This is the
woof.
dog.
And then woof.
No, the bone is me. I'm just kidding. I'm a dog. I don't care about the bone.
No, I'm the bone.
The bone is okay, though.
No, but I will be keeping this bone.
Yeah, the ogre's from Harry Potter, though. I gotta go fight him now.
Yeah, but this bone is mine, so I will be keeping it.
The bone is mine. Do not. I swear to God. So he yells to the boy. he yells to the boy, have you read the Harry Potter books, boy? And then Macaulay Culkin says, I'm Tommy, and I read the first book, but then I just saw the movies instead.
Well, if you read
And
the
the dog
first
goes,
book,
"Well,
you
so-"
know that this here monster is from the first book.
Mm-hmm. How did he beat it? How did he beat it, Tommy? He knows the answer, but he wants to make the kids answer.
I want to see Wishbone just leap into action and like suddenly he's got a robe and wizard's hat on and he just shoves
Okay,
a wand
yeah.
up the ogre's nose.
So he leaps into the troll and the
He
troll
is a
like
troll.
ripples, and now he's in the Harry Potter movie.
That's a good point. He is a troll. It is not an ogre, and we need to be clear that it was a troll.
Mm-hmm. It was a troll.
Yeah.
So then now they're in the Harry Potter movie, and it's the scene where that happens, and we kind of just like blur out all the other children besides Harry, because that's who Wishbone is.
Yeah, except Ron's the one who shoves the wand up the nose. Oh,
yeah,
no,
and
no.
like we just put his face over the
No
other
way,
boy.
it is Harry. It is Harry. Now they beat the ogre by by Ron using his magic to hit the ogre with the troll with his own whacker. His club.
Okay, so then Wishbone does that. We basically just roll footage of that.
Yeah, but we put the dog's head on Ron Weasley's body.
Yes. So then we cut back to the real world, and like the image of the troll has been like standing still, and while Wishbone's in like the story world. And then we cut, and then Tommy is like watching the troll, and then there's like a big explosion, and then the troll like flies to pieces, and Wishbone is just standing in the street.
And he's got troll
he goes,
bogeys
"Yup."
on his wand.
He goes, "Yup, that's me."
I'm the dog.
And then, oh shoot, he can't talk to Tommy, can he?
No, he can't talk to Tommy. But then he does take out his notebook and crosses off number 98.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's
And
like,
he
"What?"
does it with his mouth, I guess, because he doesn't have thumbs.
Or he just like makes a paw print. Or like
he's like, yes, fuck yes. He makes a paw print in like
Okay.
the goo that the troll left behind.
you're just way into the paw print. Okay.
So because he dips it in like the troll blood, and then he like makes a paw print,
Mhm.
and then it goes like shwa.
It does go like schwa for sure.
So then Tommy says like, wow, I don't know how you did that, but you're my dog now.
Now he owns the dog. He legally owns the dog.
He legally owns the dog.
So then he goes and meets his friends Susie and Kevbo.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Boy,
see
boy, they're all dumb.
we see Stevie wringing his hands in evil.
He's all evil. And he goes, oh no, wait, haha, and laughs like a human.
Maybe
And then Matthew Broderick.
we don't see who it is. We just see like that and maybe hear the sound. And then later, there's a newcomer in town, and his name is Matthew McConaughey.
His name is Matthew McConaughey.
Maybe that's not
Yeah.
his name. That's just the actor. And then Wishbone, like he's doing things in town, but like Wishbone doesn't meet him for a while. And then when they're finally in a scene together, Wishbone starts growling at him, and Tommy's like, "Boy, hey boy."
And Tommy's like, new dog that I named you dog boy, stop.
Dog boy.
Maybe it's just boy. I bet you're wondering how I got into this situation. That's my nemesis, Steve, and just spills the exposition.
Yeah, there's the exposition, and everyone, and then
He's a bad dude.
he's a bad dude. Okay, so what other literary monstrosities is Matthew McConaughey summoning?
Like a big monster from
Mm-hmm.
The Invisible Man.
Oh, he's invisible and naked.
And well, yeah, I mean he has to be because otherwise he'd be wearing clothes.
Yeah,
And like a mummy.
that is the opposite of naked for sure.
And then there's like a mummy, probably two. That's just the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, though.
You say the Mummy and Mummy 2?
Yeah. Because he
Like-
summons like
Like the second Brendan Fraser movie?
yeah.
Now, I don't think
He gets the rock from the Scorpion King.
I don't think the Mummy was ever actually in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, but we are going to be using
probably.
we are going to be using Brendan Fraser's Mummy footage for this for sure.
Oh yeah.
He gets that big scary sand face, you know, that the Mummy uses.
Oh yeah, and it's like.
Yeah, it's very scary.
Like Freddy Krueger's there
Oh,
probably.
Frederick is there for sure.
Yeah, and his big claws.
And maybe
Who else is there? The maze from the Maze Runner.
Oh, Dip. That's super hot right now with the teens.
Yeah, just whatever the teens are into.
And whatever happens in like Divergent.
Yeah, one of the Draculas from Twilight.
Oh, damn, dog. Damn.
I know that's probably dated by now, but
Nah, man, everybody still loves Twilight. Okay.
yeah, so we just get one of the Draculas from there.
So then he fights them, and then he gets to become God and go to heaven. Or he just gets to he just gets to make Stevie stop having the power of heaven, and he goes back to being just old Wishbone.
Yeah, he takes God's power to create from the imaginations of children back, and he gives it back to God, and God says, "You're a good dog."
Yeah, that's very.
And then
good.
Matthew Broderick goes, "And I am a good dog."
And I am a good dog. Look here, and I am a good dog. And then
And he goes, "But now I gotta go get my bone." And he goes back to the very first scene of the street with the troll, and goes and gets his bone.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Thank God no one touched this."
Thank God
and then God says, "You're welcome."
And God says, "You're welcome." God's like, "Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, buddy. You are welcome." That's very good.
Oh, if God's cast God.
I mean, it's gonna be Morgan Freeman. That's what
Probably
happens.
gonna be Morgan Freeman. He is a toucher now, though. He's a person toucher. I don't think we can use him.
What?
Oh yeah, did you not see that?
We lost Morgan
Yeah.
Freeman too?
Yeah, he fell to the dark side.
CNN accused of he's accused by CNN. Oh God. Is nothing.
Yeah. So we need a new one.
God damn it. Let's just get archived audio of Fred Rogers, because I just need something good.
Okay, yeah, we're already pulling a lot of footage from some archives. We can just dig him up too. Well,
That bums me out. Sorry to. That's gonna do it for us, everybody. Sorry you had to find out about Morgan Freeman this way. I know I am. God. If you like the show, you can tell your friends about it and give us a good rating and review on iTunes. That helps us out a whole lot. And we hope you enjoyed the first 99% of this episode until Frank dropped the Morgan
sorry, I
bomb
bummed
on
everyone
us.
out.
Frank, what's our password for next week?
Uh,
Oh, wait, hang on. Until next time, I'm Scott Owen.
I'm Frank Serra.
And then, Frank, what's our password for next week?
Our password for next week is it's just woof. I guess.
Woof.